that the first.
Hi, I'm Imogen, so we need to hurry up. Good morning, it is Tuesday the 19th of January and today I thought I would take you through a very realistic day in my life. I had my first day back at university yesterday and gosh, there was a lot of work. So I thought today it would be really fun to take you through my day, literally tell you exactly what I'm doing so that you get kind of an idea of what I have to do now I'm at LSE, like how much work I have to do, because everyone says the workload is really tough at LSE, and hopefully this video is gonna give an answer to those like assumptions as to whether that's true or not. I always forget to say this at the start, but if you enjoyed the video, give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below to see more LSE London University content. Hopefully I'll be back in London at some point soon, fingers crossed. Without further ado, it is currently like 8:40. I have a class at 9 and I need to go and have a shower beforehand, so we need to hurry up. It's 9:50, I'm running so late. I'm now debating whether I've actually got time for a shower or not. I think I do, as long as I'm really, really quick. Watching this back, I did not have time to be filming this at all, but I was only a few minutes late to my lecture and I'm lucky that at LSE everything starts at 5 minutes past the hour to give you a chance to get ready.
Notifying you precisely that the first lectures were online, and also asking you an important question. So before you asking me, I'm going to ask you a question.
Because it was only week 1, the start of the lecture was just running over some details that we'd already been emailed, so I was able to get ready and read through my emails whilst listening along. I'll explain in a minute why I look so shocked right now. Once I'd been through my emails, I was just adding a couple of things onto my weekly work list.
Again, now we're going to see an example. So this is worth 50% of.
I then moved on to writing my daily to-do list. I first wrote out everything I needed to do, uni and other stuff, before timetabling what I was going to do throughout the day. I was also listening to my lecture throughout this though.
So in that case, you would essentially report the same type of task by slightly changing your variable.
But also in large part because you want to really understand how.
At the end of the Zoom call, we just ran through some exemplar coursework of what we're working towards. It is now 9:45 and my first Zoom call of the day is done. I'm actually really pleased because that has finished 15 minutes early. In the middle of that, I was looking at my emails and stuff. I think you'll probably have already seen this. And I've been sent more work from my GY100 module. GY100 is Introduction to Geography. And we have already had like so much work set for this week. And they've just sent us an email being like, can you do this extra reading for the class today, which is literally at 4 p.m. So like I don't have much time to do this, so I've had to add that into my to-do list, which is a bit of a shame because I wanted to get some of my GY121, which is sustainable development, some of that reading done before the lecture this afternoon, but I just don't think I'm going to be able to finish it all. That being said, I actually prefer doing the lecture and then the reading because I have a bit more of an idea of what I need to take out the reading, so I can do it a lot quicker that way round. The first thing I'm doing this morning is I actually have some notes from a girl in second year. She sent them over as a PDF, which is fantastic, and I'm going to go through my notes from the nature week that we've been doing this week and try and kind of amalgamate them, just add in any things that she's got that I didn't manage to pick up from the lecture. These notes for GY100 were all about nature and the different geographical approaches that can be taken to nature. After that, I moved on to the extra reading that I'd been sent that morning. So I finished my notes on that article. It actually didn't take me as long as I thought. It was about 2,000 words, so it wasn't too bad. And now I actually have a video to watch from my class teacher, which is hopefully going to give us some questions that we need to think about in advance of the class today.
Hi everyone. Welcome to week 1 of GY100 LT term.
I wrote out the questions for class and added some brief notes. If anyone is interested, as well as specific questions about the reading, we were considering how our perception of nature has changed in light of COVID-19. I'd actually be really interested to hear your thoughts on this in the comments down below. So I just had some really good news. I've had an email through that says my GUI 121, which is my sustainable development class for this week, has been cancelled. For some reason, they just don't start till next week, which is absolutely fine because I have so much reading for that. And it means that instead of kind of rushing through it before Thursday, I don't actually have to do that. And I also have a free day on Thursday, which is fantastic. So I just checked on my work for this week and I actually forgot, but I have German tomorrow. Well, I knew I had German tomorrow morning, but I actually have a German worksheet to do for then. So I've actually finished this task an hour and 5 minutes early. Very shocking for me. So I'm going to get on with that German worksheet, and I'm also going to try and finish off. I've got 120 pages through my 130 page reading, but I've just not had the motivation to do the end bit yet. So I'm going to try and bash through that today because I have the lecture later. The way the German worksheets kind of work, we have about 1 or 2 a week, and they're normally a video to watch, which is normally from Easy German. Easy German is a fantastic YouTube channel if you are learning German, if you're learning another language. I think they also have Easy French and Easy Spanish. Would really recommend. It's basically 2 German people who go around and they interview people on the street, but they also subtitle it in English and German, and it's really good for learning language. Anyway, and then we have all of these questions to answer. So the first thing I'm going to do is go through and work out what all of these mean. I think I know most of them, but there might be a couple of words I need to look up. And then I also have to do this second task, which I don't actually know what we've got to do yet. So I need to work out what that involves and then watch the video and complete the worksheet. So I've done the first task, I've just typed in what they all said, and now I'm going to move on to the second task. I've started this slightly, and as I go through the video again, which I'm watching here, I'm then also going to write down on this notepad, these are just my notes from class yesterday, I'm just going to write down any of the vocab that I don't know so I can put it in Quizlet. This is formative coursework, so it doesn't actually count for anything, but obviously it's really handy. How do I do this? Choose file. It's really handy to have it checked and stuff. That's the work. It's gone! Yay! Also, very exciting, I've just had another email from the geography department actually asking if I would like to do some stuff for their YouTube channel for them because they found my YouTube channel and they really like it. So that's kind of exciting. I also had a DM today, I woke up to this morning, from What Uni. So What Uni is it's one of these websites that helps you compare universities and find out when the open days are, and all sorts of really cool stuff is on there. And they emailed me, well, they DM'd me on Instagram basically to tell me they've written an article all about being in London during COVID, and they've written about influencers on there, and they featured me, which is honestly absolutely crazy. They've also featured the Journey to Med girls and Gordon Ramsay and a couple of others, but I was like, wow, that's so cool. If you're interested, I will leave the link to the article in the description box down below. It is 12 o'clock and I've decided, since I've been sat at my desk since 9 o'clock this morning, I'm going to take a lunch break of I think an hour and 15 minutes because this afternoon I have 3 hours on the trot of online Zoom calls, which I think is going to honestly just kill me off. So I'm going to take a bit of an extended lunch break. I'm probably going to go for a walk. My Zara parcel has arrived. I need to go and collect it. So I'm going to go on a walk and incorporate that into it. I was cutting up some veg because I decided to have stir fry for lunch. It's one of my favourites to cook because it's just so easy and quick. I have just had my lunch, crikey, this road's a bit busy, but I'm heading over to go and get my Zara Parcel now. Whilst I was queuing for the post office, I made a new friend. So I thought really quickly, before we continue with work today, I would open my Zara parcel with you. I know exactly what this is because obviously I ordered it. I think I've only ordered off Zara once before. So I'm very excited. Yay! Okay, so I ordered these brown joggers because I literally live in joggers at the moment, and I thought I could do with another pair. Actually, one of my friends has these and they recommended them to me, so I thought I would get them. So these are the joggers on. First things first, they're super comfy. They are the perfect length, considering I'm quite short, so maybe if you're quite tall, these aren't really a good length for you. They're really comfy. I don't really know what else there is to say, apart from the crotch is quite low on these, so maybe like that's another thing to consider if you're thinking about getting these, but otherwise, I'm very happy. After my little Zara interlude, we are back. I've been to the post office. I'm running a little bit late because I went to the post office, but now I'm going to get on with my GY 121 Sustainable Development reading. I feel like I need to catch you up. Basically, this afternoon, I didn't get onto that reading.
Okay, hello everyone. I don't see anyone else waiting in the waiting room anymore.
My Zoom call is starting, but I'm just going to let you know what's happened. So this afternoon I was going to do some reading, but I didn't actually get round to it because I needed to order something for my friend. It's actually her birthday tomorrow, and she's this is my roommate Leah. I then also FaceTimed my friend Thea to talk about the work for this week because I was a little bit confused, and so was she. So we just went over some notes together, and now I have a Zoom call for 20 minutes all about the work for this week.
Right, so let's start with any pressing questions you might have first about any of these things.
That was really helpful, thank you.
Yeah.
That was painful. I hate Zoom calls where nobody says anything, and it was one of those, and I didn't have any questions, so I didn't have anything to say. Oh, right, okay, now I've got a live lecture for an hour. This is for a different unit. This is for my Sustainable Development unit. I've never done a live lecture. I think I've said this about 3 times already in this video, but I am excited to see how this goes. Oh, there's some more stuff on Moodle. Oh, this is the PowerPoint. Okay, we are all ready to go on this lecture. I think we are actually starting at 5 past, so I do have a couple of minutes spare now.
I do agree. When I studied engineering, I thought technology would solve it all, but if we have lessons to learn from
Oh my gosh, that was the quickest lecture I've ever sat through. I mean, I've never actually sat through a lecture. Where on earth was the pause button during that? I need to go back over that lecture for sure and like write up some notes and stuff. I don't think what he was saying was too difficult, but my brain was just not engaged enough. But right now it is 4:01 and my class started at 4, so I need to go and hop on the next one. This is going back to what the Q&A was on earlier, so it's kind of jumping around today. Hi, I'm Imogen. Sorry, I don't know why I'm known as I.White1, but I'm on BA Geography, and last time I really enjoyed looking at how race and gender play out in like the urban landscape. We were then put into breakout rooms, but because they're quite small, I didn't actually film any of it. But my friend Anna then fed back the points from our group to the main class.
Our human nature, which is to kind of coexist with non-human nature, in this circumstance kind of overcomes our ideas about capitalism and is much more powerful than the social structures which we're placed in, which in itself is another type of nature, I guess.
And just like that, my classes for the day are done. It is currently 5:05. I don't know why I'm giving off very energetic vibes, but right now I just feel quite dead inside. Like I've literally just had 3 hours on the trot of work and it's killed me off. I also have some reading to do, so I might try and I've got a 10-page reading, which I've been going on about all day, which I'm going to try and do tonight because otherwise I just won't do anything with my evening. Also tonight, I have quite a lot to do tonight actually. I want to go over my GY121, the lecture that I had live this afternoon, and I want to just make sure that I've got all my notes down because I have another lecture tomorrow afternoon. I have just finished that reading, and there's one thing that I really want to share with you all. So basically, I've been reading all about the different views on population growth. So there's more of an optimistic view or more of a pessimistic view, and obviously we've been learning about the different people who are kind of characterise those views. But the end kind of point of the book was really nice. It was that if we kind of look at these two things as completely opposing and you kind of sit on one side or the other of the fence, then you're never going to productively make change. And I feel like that's something we could actually apply to everyday life and isn't just specifically for what I'm learning about population change. So I thought I would share that little bit of information that I've learned from my reading today with you. Also, very excitingly, a lot of you will know from my previous videos that I have actually applied for a job to be a vaccinator, and I've just had an email through from the NHS saying that I'm through to the next stage in the application process. So I still don't even think I have a job. Bearing in mind, I've done like 18 modules of training, I've got a DBS, like I've done so much for this, but I've still not got a job. Anyway, I've got to do an occupational health online training, more online training and information required for pre-deployment. So I'll fill in that now and see where we get to. I've just finished filling in that survey thing for the NHS, and I've chatted to my mum, and she says dinner is going to be ready in 20 minutes. She has very kindly made it for us tonight. So in the meantime, I am going to try and get the other things that are on my to-do list done. I need to tidy my desk because honestly, if you could see the state, in fact, I will insert a clip. Like honestly, it looks an absolute state right now, and it really needs tidying up because the plates and bowls from about 2 days ago are still sat there. And I also need to sort out my washing. I did my washing yesterday, but I need to fold it all up because it's been drying overnight. So this is dinner tonight. I think we've got some sort of sausage curry. I don't really know why it's sausage and curry, but oh well.
I watched that Custody episode.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
It was alright.
Whilst I ate my dinner, I chatted to my brother. He actually had a day off work, so he decided to just go and run a half marathon for fun. Honestly, we could not be more different if we tried. It has got to 7:30 and honestly I am crashing. I've just been replying to my messages on Instagram and I've just moved on to YouTube, and someone has sent me the longest message. Obviously they're after advice and stuff and I always reply to them, but I'm thinking this might just have to be one for tomorrow morning, and instead I'm just going to do my notes for my sustainable development module. And we are finally there. We're on extra slides, which means the lecture slides are done. I have a habit of when I just don't understand one thing, I'm just like, I don't understand any of this, and I just like really over dramatize the fact that I don't understand, when realistically I've just sat there, gone through all of that, and I'm like, Imogen, that really wasn't that difficult. I think what I find difficult is jumping between all of the different like units that I do. So I'll go from like doing my sustainable development module to my introduction to geography, and although the content is obviously different, it's all like centered around similar topics. So for example, we're doing nature, and then we're also talking about population within nature, but then we're also talking about population in the context of sustainable development, and I just get so confused, and it just, yeah, it's a lot. Now I've gone through that lecture, I'm completely drained and I literally cannot stare at my laptop for one more second today, so I'm gonna go on a walk. My dad has spent all day every day working and tonight he's having the evening off, so what is he doing? He's catching up on my videos. I really enjoy going for a walk because it's the first time that I really get a chance to have a conversation with my parents properly without devices in the way, without like work to be done and all that sort of thing. It's just like focus time, chatting to my parents, catching up on our day. They're still having a conversation behind me. There they are. I've just realised I completely forgot to end the video. If you enjoyed it today, do give it a massive thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below, and let me know what you thought of it in the comments. I will see you all very soon with a new video. Bye bye!